So I have decided that I'm going to be wearing cherries for this video because it's quite fitting for the topic. Hello gorgeous soul friends, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Hannah, welcome to my channel, and it's such an honor to be a part of your wondrous earth experience today. So I usually hesitate from posting these types of videos because I'm really private in regards to my personal life. Like, I don't like to put a whole lot out there. I'm a Scorpio, we don't really like to share a whole lot. But I know there's a lot of people out there who deeply desire a connection and deeply desire a relationship, and I think that's probably one of the bigger topics in the manifestation community. Like, a lot of people are seeking an SP, or they're just seeking love in general. And, you know, I think overall humans deeply desire connection with one another, even people who are jaded from love. And I really do think there are psyops in the media that are attempting to sever people from this desire to connect and develop deep commitments with others, but that's a topic for its own video. I'm making this video as someone who has been jaded as fuck from love, and even with that energy, I was still able to manifest someone who deeply values me and, you know, genuinely cares about me as a teammate, and also happens to be everything I'm looking for, so that's a perk. But before I get into this video, I want to give a special shout out to Venus Conjure's manifestation perfume oils. Even though you are the operant power in your reality, if you do struggle with trusting that inner ability, these oils really do help. And, you know, I've been meaning to make a review about these oils for quite some time now, but I don't want to sell you guys on anything that I don't fully endorse. So I wanted to make sure that these oils really worked and that I got the results I was looking for from them, which I did. But I didn't want to put anything out until I was 100% sure of that fact. So basically, when she sent me these oils, I told myself I was going to utilize them to manifest a boyfriend, because that's something that I had been attempting to manifest for quite some time. And, you know, I started wearing the flirt oil every single day. And when I tell you that it started working after the first day, you know, it was like many things here and there. Like, I started to notice people would come up to me, people were very friendly, you know, people who I thought didn't like me or like didn't care about me started like showing interest in me. It was really interesting. Even that same day that I got the oils, or like the very next day after receiving the oils, I had gone out to a restaurant with a friend of mine, and the waitress actually left a little note on my receipt telling me how cute I was. You know, it was really nice. But, you know, over time I just began to notice that I was getting approached more. But of course, this wasn't the intention that I had set. I had set the intention that I was manifesting a boyfriend. So, you know, even though I was seeing these little micro manifestations, it wasn't what I was looking for. But I decided to continue to persist with the oils, and every time I would put them on, I would just say, this is helping me manifest a boyfriend. This is assisting me in manifesting a boyfriend. This is helping me clear any negative energy I have, any negative assumptions I have around love. And interestingly enough, around the time that I got these oils, I started talking to my now boyfriend, but it was very casual at the time. Like, it started off very slow and kind of friendly. You know, we started DMing on Twitter, and we just started having these really in-depth conversations that were intellectually stimulating, because that's something that's really important to me. You know, and mind you guys, I'm not a big texter. Like, I really don't like to spend a whole lot of time texting, and that was kind of, I think, the first sign that made me notice that he was a little bit different. Like, I really enjoyed talking to him, and I really enjoyed texting him specifically because we just would have these really great conversations. But it did start off very casual. Like, I had no intention of dating him at the time. Like, that wasn't even something that crossed my mind. It wasn't something that I was opposed to, but it wasn't even something that crossed my mind, just because I had already kind of stopped looking by this point. Like, even though, like, I told myself I was manifesting a boyfriend, because of that assumption, I stopped looking. Like, I stopped looking and seeking out a boyfriend. Like, I wasn't going out and like seeking out people to potentially have a relationship with. I wasn't intentionally putting myself in situations where I could meet people that could be my boyfriend. I just kind of pulled back a little bit on the whole manifestation thing, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna focus on me. I'm just gonna start, you know, progressing with, you know, the things that I have going on outside of my love life, outside of my social life. And, you know, he just kind of plopped into the picture, and it was very casual. You know, he's a Virgo sun and moon, so it was a very slow to grow process, which I was cool with because I have a lot of trauma around rushing into relationships very quickly. and those blowing up in my face. So I really thought he was cool, and I really enjoyed our conversations, and we really connected. Also, around the time we started talking, two of my best friends began dating one another, and I didn't even know that they knew each other. It was kind of funny. Like, I knew both of them, and I didn't know that they were talking, but apparently they were, and they just kind of popped up out of the blue like, hey, by the way, we're dating. And I was just like, oh my goodness, like, this is so crazy and awesome. I believe that our manifestations kind of wave in the form of micro manifestations before the full thing comes into the picture. And it really depends upon how much resistance you have, right? Because manifestation is a call and response process, very similar to echolocation. You put your intention out and then it reflects back into your reality. And sometimes it can immediately reflect back into your reality, but other times it's almost in like shadows, like where you kind of see almost echoes or shadows of your manifestation before it fully manifests in its full expression. So you can always tell when your intentions are planted when you begin to see things in your reality that are reflective of your intention. So that is what I saw. I began to see people in my reality dating. You know, my two best friends began to date one another. And I remember even saying to myself, like, oh my goodness, like, maybe this means there's something for me. You know, maybe this means that, like, my manifestation's coming in too. And it was, like, little did I know I was already talking to him. And it was just kind of interesting how it really unfolded under my nose. And that's why, you know, the whole idea around not seeing any movement in 3D is so important and so key. Like, continue to persist even if you're not seeing movement, because a lot of times things are manifesting right under your nose and you don't even know. You know, you don't even know until after it happens, and then you're like, holy shit, like, that was happening the whole time and I didn't even see it. So that's kind of what happened to me. Like, I just, you know, I continued to talk to him, and we just continued to connect, and we continued to get deeper and deeper involved with one another, like just talking more and more and, you know, getting a little more and more personal. And it was kind of interesting because I also saw a bunch of other people in my life starting to date. Like, a lot of people were getting boyfriends and girlfriends, and people were getting married and all of this stuff. And, you know, it was very interesting. It was too coincidental. You know, it was very synchronistic of what I had been looking for. I started seeing couples everywhere. I started hanging out with couples more. It was just this energy. And it wasn't even like I was seeking that out. It was just like these circumstances and scenarios would find me. I knew this meant I was aligned to the vibration of attracting experiences that were resonant with the frequency of love. So I continued to persist, and I just continued to trust that, you know, it was coming. Like, something internally kept telling me, like, this is going to happen for you very soon. Like, you're going to have a partner very soon, and it's going to be a very deeply, deeply committed relationship. So I just continued to trust that, and I continued to use the oils. I continued to use them every single day. I would tell myself, I'm getting a boyfriend. These oils are attracting me a boyfriend. And little did I know they were working and my intentions were working and everything was working. That's why, you know, persistence is key, guys. Like, persistence is key. Continue to persist in your manifestations, because I promise you, a lot of the times they're happening right under your nose. They're happening in plain sight. You don't even know that they're happening. And then boom, all of a sudden it just happens. And then, you know, it kind of just hits you later and you're like, whoa, that happened. It was just very interesting. It was very interesting the way things had worked out and the way things had unfolded so that him and I could become closer. The universe will always move the chess pieces around in order to clear the way for you to simply walk the path. Simply walk the path towards your manifestation. So you really don't have to do anything. Like, the universe will always align you no matter what you're doing. As long as you have that intention, as long as you maintain that vision and that goal, everything will fall into place for you. That is the key, is just persistence in your vision. Persistence in your intention, guys. That will manifest you anything that you want. So you can have somebody in cuffing season. If you're watching this video, you are manifesting somebody right now. There's a reason that you're aligning with this video. There's a reason that I'm feeling called to put out this video just in time for you to see it. Everything is perfect. There is no such thing as mistakes. There is no such thing as accidents. Everything is a perfect alignment within the web of synchronicity that is connecting you to your desire. A lot of you may already have love in your life and you just don't even see it yet, but you're going to see it very soon. This video, I am setting the intention that this video is aligning you to seeing the full expression of your manifestation. Just have faith, just trust. I just wanted to put this video out there as a success story. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.